Hello fish fools, Jeff here. So this is one of my 20-gallon long aquariums. This is home to Guppy and Endler hybrids, descendants of male lime green Endlers and a virgin female wild Guppy and a virgin female Guppy Endler hybrid. That's where it all started. This entire colony started in my 3.5 gallon right here, and this is super crowded. 3.5 gallons, all those fish in here, but still doing okay. The last couple days I have pulled out some dead fish, and there is one floating at the top that I gotta take out. So I'm about to do some water changes. It's been a while. It has been over a month since I've done water changes on either of these two tanks as well as many of my other tanks. A little over a week ago I showed a video of one of my 40-gallon tanks where I had done the first water change in a while. A lot of things going on. Recently took a trip to national parks in my area, in Utah and Arizona, Zion, Bryce, and the Grand Canyon. So preparing for the trip, being away during the trip, and getting back from the trip kind of set me back. Yeah, so I'm trying to get caught up on some of these, and so this tank it's been a while. I think I'm approaching 7 years back in the aquarium hobby, since I had aquariums and kept fish when I was a kid, and then didn't for a while as an adult, and then got back into it. And I believe so much time has passed, I've kind of lost track of the timeline. I think I've had this tank for about 6 years. So it started as a Neocaridina shrimp tank. So that's where of all my other tanks that have Neocaridina shrimp, they all started in here. I don't even know if there's any shrimp left in here now. But this Guppy Endler hybrid colony started with, as I mentioned, 1 male and 2 virgin females, and so that goes back maybe 5 years. Without looking back at my previous videos, I'm figuring it's about 5 years, but yeah. So, and it's been a long time since I've done even a gravel vac in here. All that sediment. I mean, when I do water changes on this, which I'm about to do, I kind of scoop up a little bit of that at a time, but then there's baby fish, and when there were shrimp, I tried to minimize that. And yeah, so there's along the way there's been different plants in here, but now just Wassertan is all that's really left. But yeah, so as I mentioned in previous videos, and I'm still working on getting it going, is to transfer the majority of this colony to the 20-gallon, and I may just, likely what's going to happen is I'll try to scoop all of them out. Some of them I won't be able to get, and I'll just leave them in here, and then over time I'll just fill up again. But yeah, let's go back to the 20-gallon. Alright, so the 20-gallon, you can see how low the surface water level is to the top of the aquarium. Just all that evaporation, and I haven't topped it off or done any water changes in a while. But this water change, I will be filling it up to the top. And so this is the only aquarium that I have that with pond snails. So those are the snails in here, and no substrate right now, just the detritus on the bottom. I kind of let that go for a while because I thought it was kind of cool looking, like dirt, and there were some shrimp in here, but I'm not sure there are any now. So I think I will finally roll back this, and as I mentioned before, the plan is still to add substrate to it. So I have, just right here below, some white gravel. I also have some white sand. I don't have any other white gravel or white substrate aquarium, so I thought I'd give it a shot here. And some white rocks to go along with the Mopani wood that's in here. And this is an Olive Aqua Duo filter. In a future video, I think I'll describe more about that. I have past videos where I mentioned it, but yeah. So right now, just showing it as it is in its, in its current state, which is not so good. There was a time when I showed previous videos where I thought there was a leak, but it might have been just spilling out of the top here because it hasn't. Could see without the substrate, it was all wet underneath and dripping onto the floor, but I think I have that problem solved. So the worst case scenario that it was leaking is not the case. I believe it was, yeah, leakage from the filter. Yeah, so I'm going to do a water change on this, and over time I'm going to, I say over time, but hopefully sooner rather than later, I'm going to get a chance to put the substrate in here and make this tank look good, because, well, it doesn't quite look so good right now. But yeah, it'll increase the Guppy population here, the anacharis. As I was gone for a week, and even before that and after, while I was gone, no lighting, never did turn the light on, so even the anacharis has died off, and before and after I wasn't even turning the light on, so it has been deprived of light. Some of that is dying off, still some Java moss here. Never intended to put any in here, but some few strands got in there and that grew to that, but yeah. So, alright. Just want to show it as it is and provide a little update, and there's so much to do with this in my about 16 plus aquariums, but I'm gonna start somewhere, and I'm gonna start with this. Alright, well that's it for now, and remember, I'm Jeff, and I enjoy fishies. Thanks for watching.